What's up, guys? Happy Sunday. It's the Moral Compass, Poppy, and this is the Writhe Payne Horror Movie Club, episode 38. Today we're talking Studio 666. Joining me, we got Enrico Botta. What's up, Enrico?
Hey, Mark. Hey, everybody.
You're looking like you're straight out of They Live. No, you look like Rudy from the Monster Squad.
That's not the first time you said that, but I will take that.
And we got Dexter Weeks with us. What's up, Dex?
What up? What up?
How's everyone's weekend been?
Great.
Crazy.
Fast. Yeah, too quick this weekend.
Yeah. We just did our taxes, man. It was crazy.
Oh, no, not that. Is it a full moon? Is it a full moon right now?
It must be. It must be. But we survived, so.
Good to hear.
Yeah.
We got the chat with us as well. No surprise here, guys. Mark Penguin first. I think I saw him yesterday. Already posted in the chat.
What's up, Penguin?
Yeah.
He's legit, man. Mark Penguin's legit.
We got Chauncey in the house.
What's
up, Chauncey?
Everybody's throwing up their devil horns.
Their gang signs.
Making it.
Amanda B, not sure if I'll make it for the show, but I am disappointed in myself for voting for this one over Muck. Muck was better. Wow.
No.
Wow, strong words from Amanda B.
Right at the gate.
She continues, and even though I was still interested in watching this one, I am going to blame Missy, #blame Missy, for today's not so greatness. Yeah. It was more corny than I thought it would be. I mean, it's a horror movie starring the Foo Fighters. Yeah. Honestly, I thought it was one of the goriest movies we've ever watched.
Yeah, the effects and everything were pretty good, I thought.
Yeah. I've got Dex in the chat as well.
I am here.
Mark Penguin, Enrico just saw some serious shit. Dexter has a camera this week.
It's working. It is on. Yes.
You missed it, Mark. Dex had a background as well.
Yeah, I don't know how I did it, but
it was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Mark says, for the first time in my life, I am not getting a federal income tax refund, and I actually owe them some money.
I feel you, bro. I feel you, man.
My condolences, Mark.
That happens a lot. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
Freaking sucks, man.
So this week's movie, Studio 666. Before we get into that, though, I want to remind the chat, we got some campaigns that are funding right now. First up on Fund My Comic, we got U.S. Assassin 4, Dogs of War, starring the legendary Roddy Piper. I'm going to play the trailer for everyone real quick.
This is the mercenary, Flip Gordon. And I hope you guys are ready for the biggest U.S. assassin adventure yet.
Dogs of War, you know we going hard. We on a mission to pop a bazooka dog. U.S. assassin, so I hope you ready. Never know what can happen, but it's gonna be deadly. Snakes everywhere, trust nobody. Going all out, it's time to get rowdy. The kilted Avenger, Roddy Piper, is rolling too. The biggest adventure yet, come and join the crew. The mercenary and raider, the search and rescue dog. Putting in the work, you know that they on the job. Traveling to listen to this, Bazooka has made some new friends. Sea Dog and Viking Wolf. Dogs of War, time to get rowdy. Yeah. Dogs of War, time to get rowdy. Dogs of War, time to get rowdy. Yeah. Dogs of War, time to get rowdy.
No clips, no pistol whips, just fast wits, sharp focus, and a venomous spit. Dilophosaurus, are you with us or not for us? Dare to choose the ladder, flip will turn you to a blood splatter. Choices matter, a brother up with the spangled banner. Star stripes, assassins, and resurrected wrestlers. Oh, this is Piper's pit, so pipe down, you don't wanna feel that sniper's hit. I stand tall, dropping rounds on the enemy lines, so no fear, cause there's a bazooka strapped to my canine.
Dogs of War, time to get rowdy. Yeah. Dogs of War, time to get rowdy. The biggest adventure yet. Never know what to expect. Let's go.
There you have it, guys. U.S. Assassin 4, Dogs of War. The search for Bazooka Dog begins. The U.S. Assassin team recruits Rowdy Roddy Piper in their search for their missing teammate. 2 covers to choose from. We got the Mike McMahon cover, as well as the Sedna Khan wraparound cover. Also included in this campaign, we have the U.S. Assassin War Stories. Collects the first 3 volumes in manga size, 180 pages, full color. And we also have U.S. Assassin, The Art of Mike McMahon, 48-page hardcover. The very best of Mike's work, not just from the series, but commissions and promotional artwork. And then our trading card set. 12 cards to start off the set. If you back our friend Nicholas Gear's book, Relentless Tin Soldier, as well, you get 2 bonus cards. We got a lot of cool add-ons as well, like variant covers and slam buddies. Check it out, guys. Mike just sent me like 4 new pages. He's kicking butt on it.
Yeah, Mark, I saw you posted. Would you get some cards like framed and everything? That looked pretty awesome, man.
Oh yeah, I've been framing the cards that we do since once I had enough to frame, because a frame fits 20 cards.
20 cards.
So I did one all up with the Graveyard Shift cards. I actually have more. I'm gonna have to start a second frame with Graveyard Shift soon.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah, no, it looks great. I love looking back and seeing everything that we put out so far. So yeah, I'm gonna hang that up in the new office. I'm still at the old place right now, but yeah, we're slowly getting there.
Rock on, man.
Speaking of Graveyard Shift Volume 5 on Indiegogo right now. Doing fantastic. We are currently at $75,945, only $55 away from 76,000, guys. I'll play the trailer for you as well. There you have it, guys. Graveyard Shift Volume 5. Special thanks to Joe M. Sontag providing the song for us.
That's awesome, man. Looks great.
Hardcore, man.
Can you believe it? This is our 9th Graveyard Shift book.
Wow.
And I know it's Volume 5, but with all the supplementals, this is our 9th book. Over 600 pages of material for Graveyard Shift.
Wow.
Incredible. Not a bad 7 years. We're on a good run, guys. Thank you for the support. But yeah, Tommy Patterson drawing this volume. He drew the 150-page Omega Storm as well. So yeah, he's probably our most. Yeah, he has to be. He's done the most work on the series at this point. He's been promoted to regular series artist. 47 out of the 70 pages already completed. He's kicking butt.
Wow.
We also have the Graveyard Shift source book. It's 40 pages, 20 characters, get in-depth biographies on them, their power rankings. All the artwork is by Oliver Isabedra. Man, as a fan in the 90s, I loved source books. A lot of the Image books did them. X-Men had them. So now it's finally our chance to do one. I was working on it today. What character was I writing today? Oh, Death Rider. One of the characters we introduced in Volume 4. So definitely pick that up. And then if you missed out on some of the supplemental books, our first collected edition, Graveyard Shift Supplemental, collects volumes 1 through 3, 180 pages. You can get all 3 of these books, the source book, the supplemental collected edition, and volume 5 in our featured tier, the Blood Bag, $75. Fantastic bargain, especially considering the page count. So there you have it, guys. I shared the link in the chat. Graveyard Shift Volume 5.
Pretty sweet.
And then just one more campaign I want to make you aware of. Writhe Payne. I just printed labels, 90 labels. More books are going out. I only have 50 more to go, but those are tiers that require artwork from Chris or the black light posters, which aren't in yet. I have to pick up some statues from Enrico, and then the remainder rewards will go out. But Chris and we already launched Writhe Payne Book 2 mailing list, guys. Hopefully by the end of the year we'll launch Book 2. Chris is busy working on some secret projects right now, but once they're out of the way, it's time for Writhe Payne 2. Dropping the link in the chat. Please sign up if you haven't. You'll get a link to a secret tier that includes an exclusive trading card. The only way you can get that card is with that tier. And we'll add that to our growing Writhe Payne trading card set. All right, that'll do it for the shilling. Let's check up on the chat. Let's see. Oh, Amanda B says, I'm here but cooking and listening, making spinach artichoke dip with Kalmata olives. You had me until you said olives. Any olive fans here?
I like olives, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll eat them. I don't prefer them, but yeah, I would love to try Amanda B's spinach artichoke dip.
Absolutely.
Mark says, Amanda B, you are doing the Lord's work. Chauncey says, yummy. You know, when we'll eventually have that haunted pizza get together, we'll have a dinner. Everyone has to bring a dish.
Sounds good to me.
Let's do it.
Amanda B says, I hope, Chauncey, I'm kind of winging the recipe, but I figure if I add enough cheese, it can't be that bad, right? Chauncey says, that's right. More cheddar is always better.
Cheese makes all the difference.
Hell yeah.
Chauncey wants to know what are you going to dip it with? And she has tortillas. Nice.
That'll work.
Maybe she can save it and watch it with our next week's movie choice, which we'll get into.
Oh man, yeah.
Chauncey says, Primetime, your Graveyard Shift trading card frame is too cool. Thank you.
Where did you get that done, Mark, by the way?
Oh, it's so you can buy the frames at like Michael's.
Oh, they're already. And all you do is just insert the cards and everything?
Yep, you just insert the cards in it.
Oh, cool.
Amanda B says it was volume 5 2.0, but they decided to upgrade to 5 for you, the customer. Oh, it was 4 2.0. Yeah, John made a mistake, and then he corrected it. Chauncey says, take a picture, Amanda B, of your dip. He wants to see it. Just for you.
Let's take a look. Dip.
Improbi says, what's it like collaborating with John Mayling on writing a story? Pretty easy. We discuss it. I write the first draft, and then John goes over and he does a pass on it. So that's how it works. And then there's in the final edits, we go over dialogue and make a lot of edits as well together. 40% Zed says, did someone say olives? There we go. Say. 40% Zed says, I fucked it up. I had one line.
You had one job.
One job.
Maybe, you got the other 60% of you figured out the line.
He's saving it for the other 60%.
So this week's movie, Studio 666, starring the Foo Fighters. How does, this is such an odd movie. like just to get made. Like, how does this come about?
You know, so my take on this is they wanted to do a movie because Kiss did a movie, like Kiss versus the Phantom of the Opera. So they wanted their campy like movie, I think.
Yeah.
And they got it.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be a movie we could watch on if it's on Tubi.
You know what it reminded me of, Mark? It reminded us of Steel Spirit. It was just like a bunch of friends just wanting to make a movie, just with a better budget, of course, you know.
Yeah.
It just seemed like a bunch of, you know, all like a bunch of pals just making a horror film. You know?
Yeah, I mean they had money behind them, like you
Yeah,
said.
it was a budget. Yeah, definitely.
Effects were good on this. You know, I mean, really, the production value was really good. Really.
Yeah. I mean, 'cause
I thought it looked great.
none of them could act. You know, they're all musicians. You know, I mean, they have some good cameos and stuff.
Yeah. Look, I think their acting is better than some of the other films we've reviewed.
Yeah, and Made Droid. You mean? Is that what you're talking?
Oh, come on. Let's not.
I mean, I'm not singling any of them out, but I mean, there's a couple doozers.
How dare you besmirch Maid Droid? For the chat, the movie Dex is talking about Steel Spear. Dex and I were a couple of the stars of the movie.
Yeah, me and Mark ran that thing, man. So it was just a bunch of friends getting together with a video camera. If anyone remembers what that is.
Yeah, Persh needs to get that on Tubi.
Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, that would be interesting, man. So
yeah. So the basis of Studio 666, the Foo Fighters, they need to deliver their 10th album. The studio's getting on their case. They don't want to just film it in a studio. They want something special. So their manager or the record label owner, he's like, I got just the place. And he rents this mansion for them. It's believed to be haunted. You know, they all brush it off. They don't believe it. In the opening, though, we see the band, you know, what happens to them.
Right there in the house.
Yeah.
And they got murdered.
Yeah. So they check out.
It was the lead singer of the band that got murdered. It was Wednesday Addams.
Yeah. Jenna Ortega.
Jenna Ortega, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So they check out the mansion. Dave Grohl falls in love with it. He loves the sound in the house. And every time he claps, you get this like demonic presence showing up. So they say they're going to take it. They move in their gear. My buddy Jason Trost from All Superheroes Must Die. He's one of the sound guys. He's the sound guy with the eye patch.
Right.
John Carpenter in it as well.
Played one of the engineers, right?
Yeah, and John Carpenter wrote the main theme for the song.
Oh, no kidding.
Which,
I mean,
if you listen to it, I was like, oh,
it's Dave Grohl. Come on, I mean, you're gonna have some connection.
if you listen to it, you're like, oh, that does sound like a Carpenter-esque theme.
Yeah.
So they start. They try to record, but Grohl has zero ideas. He's pitching old songs that they've already recorded. So it's eventually the house just starts calling him and draws him to the basement where he finds a dead raccoon opened up and just bleeding. And I don't know, inspiration suddenly hits him and he's possessed.
Well, before that, he finds the tape recorder, right?
Yeah.
All right.
And he starts listening to the song, and the song starts bringing out the spirits, right?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, let's go. The riff, right? Played back on the tape.
That was a pretty badass song too. That would never end.
It was like so Sabbath, like it was.
Yeah.
Penguin says Whitney Cummings is funny and hot. There, I said it. Whitney Cummings playing the neighbor.
Yeah,
I'm with you, Mark. I'm with you.
He hooked up with Rami, right?
Yeah. I would say Rami's sort of like the he steals the movie, I think.
He was pretty funny, man.
Yeah. Mark says Sleazy Jeff from Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh yeah, he was the manager, right? Jeff Garland.
Yeah. Man to be out. It was. I didn't realize that. We got SF Gaming in the house. Hale Comics Kate. What's up, man? Thanks for joining us. So inspiration has struck Dave Grohl. He's possessed now. One thing I forgot to mention, one of their sound guys or one of their roadies, he gets electrocuted and dies. And is that the guy from Slayer?
Oh, I don't know.
I
It
thought
was
it was
cool though when he was all like demoned up, and floating
Yeah.
over and stuff. Once again, good special effects. High budget.
yeah. So
Yeah. He is though, Mark.
Oh, he is.
That's
Yeah.
Harry King or something.
Harry King, yeah.
Rock on, man. Yeah.
So one of their crew dies right off the bat, and Dave, everyone's like, okay, time to pack it up, and Dave's like, no, we got to honor him and finish.
Yeah.
Finish.
Crew
This
would want
guy
to-
loved the house so much.
Everybody that dies though, then Dave's like, we have to do it for that guy.
Yeah. Right.
Penguin says, Rami is a funny guy. I met him before when he was in the Wallflowers first. Oh, wow. I had no idea he was in Wallflowers.
Yeah, he had the other headlight.
Great band, though. Great band.
Oh, Wallflowers is great.
Yeah.
So they're recording. Grohl's being like a real dick to the rest of the band members. I think it's funny. Like I'm not, other than Dave Grohl and Taylor Hawkins, and now because of this movie Rami, the other two guys I'm not really familiar with. But I did like that the one was always trying to like be the peacekeeper.
Well, there's three. That's how
He had
much.
the book, right?
Oh yeah, Pat
there's-
Smears. Yeah.
There's Pat, Chris, and then the bass. What's the bass player's name? I forget the bass player's name.
Yeah.
Should know that though.
Yeah. So there's like four
Every-
members that stand out, and then there's
Nate, I think. Nate. Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah. So I don't know. It's just that he's slowly getting on everyone. Well, not slowly, but getting on everyone's nerves. The rest of the band is sort of talking behind his back, and they realize something's up. Whitney Cummings is trying to tell the band too that there's something wrong with this house. That that she thinks, well, it's definitely haunted, but like something's wrong with Dave. And Dave confiscates all their after the delivery guy, he gets killed.
Yeah, Will Forte gets
Yeah. Another cameo. Yeah.
delivery guy. Hey Dave,
Yeah.
just wanted to make sure they got your order right. And here's my demo, by the way.
I mean, they
Yeah,
got some good cameos in there. They usually like pretty, decent actors, and
Yeah.
in
And
Hollywood.
MacGruber himself, man.
Yeah.
So when he gets killed and they discover his body, Dave was like, we can't call the cops, they'll end the recording. So he confiscates everyone's phone and keys, except for Taylor Hawkins, because he broke his phone.
Broke his phone previously.
So at one point they try distracting Dave so they can steal the keys and like get out of there. So they tell Taylor that he has to, finally record his drums. And there's just a like that's so Dave kills him with the cymbal, but there's a lot of great death scenes in it.
Good kills.
Who
The
died
one
first?
guy,
Did Chris die first? Went out by
Chris
the grill,
on the
got his-
grill, right?
Yeah, he smashed his head on the grill.
Yeah.
He got
died.
the grill
Then
marks.
Will Forte, right? Delivery guy gets his head cut off, right?
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
think.
Yeah, Taylor Hawkins gets the cymbal. Rami gets chainsawed in half along with Whitney Cummings.
That was great.
Yeah.
That was brutal. They showed the whole thing too. He sliced them both of them right in half, and then they show them like split apart.
It was good
Yeah.
stuff, man.
No, I really like this movie. Like, a lot gorier than I thought it was going to be. Production value was fantastic. Lots of cool cameos.
Agreed. Do you
Yeah.
think that Dave, like, I was the only thing I was disappointed when Dave was like possessed. Like all he had was a couple fangs in his. Like I wanted him more like demoned up.
Demonic. Yeah.
Yeah. That
I
like
just-
crazy.
Maybe he didn't want to get all in makeup or something. I
Let
don't
me tell you, some of the campy cutaways and jokes here would crack me up in this one. When they're going over the signs of possession, and they're like
know. Oh,
losing
yeah,
control of his digestive system,
yeah,
and he's
yeah.
playing the guitar, and he just looks off to the side, and goes, "Wah!" like vomits all over the was cracking up on that one.
So all we have left are Pat Smears and the other guy.
Right.
Yeah,
Nate Mendel now.
the basis. That's all.
Yeah. And that's they're trying to they finally get Dave like unpossessed, and they're trying to escape, but then that's when he's confronted by the old band, the previous band that was killed at the mansion.
Well, the guy possessing him was the caretaker, right?
Yeah.
All right.
That killed the rest of the whole band, right? And was it the singer? I got confused about this. Is it the caretaker or one of the members of the band that say killed himself to prevent the first band from finishing the song? And I think they called him Greg Null, right? Was Greg Null also the caretaker, or are they two different entities?
Yeah,
I've been following that.
Better ask Ice Pick.
Yeah, I just thought he was
deal.
Yeah.
The caretaker, Greg Null. What is the deal?
Right.
Yeah, that bit was a little confusing.
Because then Dave, the thing possessing Dave, they exercised it with the book, and he spit him up, right? And he became the caretaker. So he grew out of like the chunks that he puked up. The caretaker grows out of that. But was the caretaker's name Greg Null? I don't know.
Well, that's a good question.
Oh my gosh, here's a first. I did not notice that. I don't know.
We stumped him. We stumped Ice Pick.
So Dave ate one of his band members.
He did. He ate Chris.
Yeah.
Barbecued Chris. It looked good. I was that actually that's another one that made me laugh. Another gag where he's like, he made all the steaks for the guys, but he didn't even cook them. It was just raw, and he's eating them. And he's like juicy, and he drools out of his mouth. Then that was like a cutaway. Dude, that was funny. Yeah.
So the record label owner ends up showing up, as well as the realtor, and they're the ones behind it. They're part of this like evil satanic cult, and they sent them there on purpose.
That's also the girl from Horror Story, right?
Oh,
she was in Horror Story, the show American Horror Story. Leslie Gray.
Oh. Yeah, so Grohl's the only survivor, and it just ends, I guess, with him. He basically, I guess, I don't know. I guess he just gave in, right? Like he became part of the evil cult.
Yeah, he was still possessed at the end, I guess.
Right? Possessed, and then he had his solo career.
Yeah, but he finished the song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is low key a commentary on, that you have to sell your soul to the devil to make it.
Oh, yeah.
In Hollywood too. I think it was partly a true story. I think this was Dave Grohl's like Eyes Wide Shut. I think he's trying to tell us something true through a film here.
Using his artistic license.
So what was everyone's thought? Like for me, I already said, like, I liked it. I thought it was one of the better movies we watched so far on the show. Yeah,
and Amanda was pretty rough on it. I didn't think it was that bad. I mean,
especially to say that Muck was better than it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Muck, but I feel like just quality wise, this is way better.
Yeah, I felt that way too. Just
Yeah,
I loved it. I have it hit all the right buttons for me. It had all like the right actors. It had the right pacing. I liked it. I liked that it was campy. I liked that it had some fun, and the horror was kind of mixed into it. So I liked that it was lighter. I liked the Foo Fighters. I liked music in general. I was in a band for a long time. Yeah. So I like the behind the scenes stuff mixed in with the story of like being in a band and recording. And it all just fit together for me. So I really enjoyed it.
Amanda B says quality. I mean, you have John Carpenter writing your theme. The effect. You definitely can tell more money went into Studio 666.
Yeah.
Mark Penguin says, and then Taylor Hawkins died in real life. Rest in peace.
I know. Not by the symbol, though.
Yeah.
And
Mark also says, I liked it. It was fun. Muck was better, though, for sure.
Wow.
Wow. I mean, I'm all about Muck, but man, I'm surprised that the chat is Team Muck over Studio 666.
And it had some good scares in it, I thought. I mean, the things that scared me.
Too. These are apples and oranges, though. This is
that's true. Yeah,
this is like a silly, this is more of a silly, campy like movie. On purpose. It knew what it was. And I don't think Muck was that.
But like the scene when he was lying in bed and when his friend came up over, like was floating over him. And you see the demon, like there's red eyes next to his bed. Like that was some good scares, I thought.
Yeah, those were good. It started off good.
Yeah, like even the stuff in the basement, I thought was pretty creepy as well.
Good concepts too. Like I'm like the concept was good, the execution not so good. I say that a lot, but you know what? Like concept and execution not so bad, but the idea of the sacrificed animal, like the blood of the sacrificed animal feeding the book.
Yeah.
A cool concept, and they pulled it off well.
The poor raccoon, but yes.
Yeah, the raccoon. I knew that thing was going to wake up at some point too.
Oh my gosh, Amanda B, she won't back down. The deaths were laughable, which was highlights, but everything else was just weird. Too lighthearted, comedic for me, being horror. Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like the next pick then, Mark. The comedic parts of it, but
Yeah, let's talk about it. Next week we are going to discuss a classic, 80s classic, Return of the Living Dead. I'll play the trailer in a minute, but I saw this in theaters when it came out. My brother and I, we had our older sister take us, and I think I watched it like this. I think this was the very first horror movie I ever saw in a theater.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
This movie, when I was a kid, gave me nightmares. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
I remember distinctly staying up and being scared and looking out the window in the street and seeing if any, like, zombies are walking around the street. I remember that. Like, a lot of stuff in this is scary. So
yeah, there's like Tarman. I remember being scared of him.
Yeah.
Just the ending, I think, like this doesn't have a happy ending.
No.
So yeah, I'm really excited to revisit it and see, how it's held up. I haven't watched this in years.
Yeah.
So see how it is.
I remember being a big fan of part 2 because part 2 was more of a comedy.
Yeah.
And that was like horror that I could handle.
I mean, the first one too, you got to remember, it was punk. 80s was all about punk, and so it was definitely like punk rock and everything, which was cool too. So
Amanda B says great.
right.
Watch it in the morning, Amanda.
You're gonna love it.
Have some leftover artichoke dip and watch it in the morning. I'm gonna play the trailer right now. I can't even remember the trailer.
Let's go to the real.
I think it's a lot of voiceovers and stuff.
Yeah.
Like in the 80s and everything. So
some synth.
Yeah, definitely synth.
In the dark of the night, something strange is going on.
You see that movie, Night of the Living Dead? Sure. They ship those bodies. Well, say hello.
The dead have risen from the grave.
Mister, there's 100 of those things out there.
How many did you say?
100.
And now the question is, how do we get them back into the ground?
Bert, Frank, we have a little problem. 4 left, 10 right. It's all over everything.
puzzle, because technically you're not alive.
Why do you eat people?
Not people. Brains.
How do you kill something that's already dead?
Well, how do I know, Fred? I don't know. Let me think.
It's not a bad question, Bert. In that movie, they destroyed the brain to kill him. Is that what they did?
The brains, right?
Brains!
Brain! The brain! I hit the brain! Oh! Get it off! Get it off! Get it off! Get it off! Get it off!
The military is nervous.
How was your day?
Usual crap.
The police are confused.
Send more cops.
It worked in the movie! Well, it ain't working now. Read the movie line!
It's not a bad question, Bert. It's not a bad question, Bert. It's not a bad question, Bert.
The return of the living dead.
Oh man,
Rock on, man.
they showed like the whole movie in that.
I know they were showing a lot.
Yeah.
But you gotta look. You gotta at least appreciate the practical effects. I mean, there was no CG, no, and it was. I think it was one of the first like fast moving zombies too. So
Yeah. We got the Gooch in the house. Yo, what's up, everyone?
the Gooch.
And he says, I remember this movie.
Hell
Chauncey's laughing. She fell through the steps.
That's an old 80s trope, man.
The Gooch says this has a punk zombie with a mohawk for the movie poster.
That's right.
Amanda B says this doesn't look so scary. It was terrifying when I was a kid, though.
The trailer, there are a couple scary scenes in it. I mean, I
Yeah.
just don't think the trailer portrayed that as much, but
I think being an adult now, it's not going to be as scary there, to be fair, Amanda. But when you're a kid, I think there's definitely some scary parts in there.
yeah.
And it's just disturbing too. Some of the parts are disturbing,
Yeah, like that half
Why
body.
do you eat brains? And they're like, it hurts being dead,
Yeah, exactly.
So this, like, I always thought the Zack Snyder movie was the first running zombie, but it looks like the zombies were running in this one.
Yeah, I think it was one of the first ones, Mark.
Yeah.
So, because it was all right after like Dawn of the Dead and all those
Shuffling zombies. Yeah.
we could just walk right by them. These ones they were running and stuff. So
Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to watching this. Good choice, Dex.
it's a
Makes me want
classic.
to jump into my VR headset and play some Walking Dead.
There you go. What did Ice Pick said something about Michael Jackson? Yeah.
Was that the Michael Jackson at the end? So at the end of part 2, there is the Michael Jackson zombie.
Yeah, there's a Michael Jackson zombie. Yeah.
Yeah. Like they trap all the zombies on the bridge.
Didn't they electrocute him or do something like that?
Yeah, they electrocute the bridge after they gather all the zombies onto it.
All right, this will be fun to rewatch. We're gonna because it's
Yeah.
we vaguely remember a lot of this stuff, so seeing it again, having it fresh will be fun to talk about.
And if I can figure it out, Mark, or maybe I'll just send you the pics. Like I got pics with some of the cast members when I met them back in the horror convention.
This stars Leanna Quigley, right?
Yeah,
And we just saw her in the barn.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
We were talking about that. Yeah.
Gooch says, "Great choice, Dex. 80s horror classic."
My man.
What's that?
Said you gotta love the 80s, man.
Yeah, man. Probably where all the best horror movies originated from.
Once we get the Haunted Pizza movie club going, where we can watch things other than horror, we can do 80s action movies. That'll be
there you go.
Raw Deal, Commando,
Cobra,
American Ninja.
Yeah, all the American Ninjas.
Yeah. I mean, just watch Canon film movies. So, with the movie talk out of the way, Enrico, how's your projects coming along?
Oh, really good. Yeah, I got actually a little bit of work done on them this weekend, so I'm doing really good. After this month of being March, I hope to move on after this back on the Black Demon in April. So hopefully I can move on.
Nice.
Yep.
Dex, how's things going in your neck of the woods?
Yeah, same old. We're just cranking out pages for the Beast of Blood. That's coming along pretty cool. We have 2 different versions actually. There's like I guess an R-rated version. Well, it might even be closer to X, but and a regular version. It's kind of ridiculous.
Not suitable for work version.
Yeah.
And what are you working on for it right now? Are you doing the coloring?
The coloring, lettering, yeah. And Steve is doing like the drawings and stuff.
Oh, he must be in his glory, bro.
It's funny because one's called the Beast of Blood and one's called the Beast of Blood. So like we call one Toby and one Bobby. Toby's the X-rated one and Bobby's the regular rated. So yeah, I'll be showing some pages soon when I can. And
cool.
But it's coming along pretty cool. So yeah, it should be fun.
Mark says we need the Barn 2 on Tubi already.
I'm surprised it's not, to be honest.
When that's finally added, man, we'll have to pull some strings and get our guy on the show.
He was willing for everything. He said he wanted to do a podcast and everything. So
yeah, that'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Anything else horror related, guys, before we wrap this one up?
I'm trying to think what I saw. Yeah,
I saw Monster Mania is next week. All right, Dex, are you going to it?
I'm debating. I want to meet the cast from Starship Troopers, so they're going to be there.
I'd consider going if you're going, Dex. Maybe we'll see.
Yeah,
the time.
I'm debating. So I think Evil Dead people are going to be there, which is kind of cool. Not Bruce Campbell, but like that chick from the remake is going to be there. So yeah, it looks cool. I mean, if I go, I'll probably be on a Sunday, when it's not that busy and stuff.
Yeah. Gooch says, "Gotta go, but stay golden, boys." Thanks for joining us, Gooch. Dex, you remember when we met Bruce Campbell? He just made an appearance at like a local theater.
And that was off the White Horse Pike there or something.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, me and Mark got pictures. You got pictures with him, right, Mark?
Yeah.
Signed my. You guys are ready for this. I'm sure Mark Penguin might know. He signed my laser disc of Evil Dead. Laser disc. If any of you guys remember what that is. So.
Well, he signed my Army of Darkness DVD insert, and DVDs were so new. He was like, "What is this?"
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was awesome. He's so cool. Yeah.
And then he broke it with his chin.
NPC Oasis. What zombie movie had the guy running up the stairs with the zombies following him, but he does not know about zombies and keeps saying they are going apeshit?
I don't know.
It was from the 80s.
Huh. Going up the stairs.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds funny just from that scene.
I need more info. I don't know.
Mark says, yes, I'm old enough to know what a laser disc is.
My man. Laser disc, Mark.
That was something the rich people had, Dex.
I don't know about that.
You must have been walking around like, oh, I got my laser disc. I wonder what the poor people are doing.
VHS at the time.
NPC, I wish I could remember. It was fantastic. Now I'm curious what it is.
We need more info, NP.
Yeah.
What were zombie movies from the 80s? I feel like there was Return of the Living Dead. They made the Night of the Living Dead remake.
Yeah. All the Romero movies.
Yeah.
Like Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead.
I don't know. I'm gonna go do some deep digging after this to figure it out. Now it bothers me. But I don't know. I think that's going to do it for this week, guys. Thanks for joining us. Studio 666 was a lot of fun. Amanda, sorry you didn't enjoy it as much as we did. Yeah. But maybe you'll enjoy Return of the Living Dead better. Also, guys, in the chat, if you ever have any recommendations for movies, the only requirement is it has to be available on Tubi for people to watch for free. So, just DM me your suggestions or write in the comments below for this video on YouTube. Also, while you're here, hit like, hit subscribe. Mark says, my buddy picked up one of those players that rich people had where you press the button and it read the other side of the disc without having to take it out and flip it.
That was the rich ones.
That's amazing.
If you didn't have that, you had, like Mark saying, you had to flip it over. It was like two-sided. It was horrible.
Amanda B, it wasn't the worst, but Muck was better.
She's a Muck fan.
Yeah, awesome, man. NPC says, I'm looking right now. I can't find it. I watched the movie like 20 years ago.
We'll look into that.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have an answer by next week.
Me.
Anyway, guys, Enrico, where can people find you at?
Enrico Botta on Instagram, Enrico Botta on X.
Dexter?
Dexter Weeks, 6975 on Insta, Dexter_art on Twitter, and Dexter Weeks on Facebook.
You started reading off numbers. I was like, is he going to give his phone number?
I don't know why. That's a number they gave me.
5309 Dexter.
Guys, you can find me on X and Instagram at Koni Waves. US Assassin 4 is on Fund My Comic right now. Graveyard Shift 5 on Indiegogo. And the sign up for Writhe Payne Book 2 is on Indiegogo as well. Mark says, are we talking about 28 Days Later?
Yeah, that's not in the 80s, though.
That was like
90s or something.
Late 90s, yeah. And they're making a third one, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it should be
28 years later. that's what it seems like.
I know, right?
Anyway, guys, maybe we'll have an answer by next week. Remember, go watch Return of the Living Dead. We'll be discussing it next Sunday, 5 o'clock. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you on Wednesday for Revolution. Bye.
Peace.
See you, everyone.